house music, everything house music, propelling sounds with meaning, delivering on emotions that lack feeding. Intact your souls have no peeling. Everything house music. Hi, my name is Bongiwe Inkafogazi.
Spells and unlearned beings bringing them to the underground. These grooves are worthy, cause house music is where it's at. Believe me, everything house music.
And there we are on a Tuesday, as we always do it. No, it's not a Tuesday today. It's Wednesday. It's Wednesday, yes. Apologies. Thank you so much for joining us and for coming through. This was a very, very late call, but I'm familiar with this young man, and and I've always wanted him on Everything House Music, but because we've had him on the Deep House Space, so I've always thought that we need him a bit more on Everything House Music, so we can actually just learn a bit more about his career and his music and everything else. that he does. So our guest today is Tukz. As you're aware, we actually thought about this over the weekend, how I pronounce his name. I think I shouldn't say Tukz. I think I should say Tax. I think today I'll actually know the real name on how I actually should pronounce it. So thank you so much for joining us and being here and everything house music. Tukz, please accept your mic. I'm fine. Please accept the mic. Yeah, please accept the mic, or please request the mic. Please request the mic. Yes. So that's what's now at Yam, and then we can have a wonderful Wednesday and conversation with you. The first song that we played is a collaboration between our guest this evening. Yes, it's a collaboration between our guest this evening alongside GMT, and the title of the song is Pillow Fight. So we're actually gonna play a lot of music today that's up and coming from our guest. That should be fun. That should be really fun. Looking forward to that. For now, let me pass on the mic to our co-host. Yes, let me pass on the mic to our co-host. This is Miss LP. Miss LP is here today as our co-host. And let's hear if she's okay and how her Wednesday has been. Miss LP, good evening. Happy Wednesday. How are you? Please unmute your mic. Thank you.
Good evening, everybody. Wena Vox isizoxabana ne? Akunam sis Miss LP la, ungangibhori. But I hope everyone is well on this. If you're in Joburg on this very rainy Wednesday, it wasn't enough that it's actually cold and it's winter, but Upra God had to add some rain. So yeah, it's really cold this side. I hope you guys are well nonetheless, trying to keep warm. Thank you so much for joining us, to our listeners. Thank you so much for our lovely DJ who, keeps us, jamming to the music. And then the reason why we are all here. We'll get the enunciation of your name or the pronunciation of your name, but for now, I'll stick to Dukes. So yeah, thank you so much for joining us. We are looking forward, or I am at least looking forward to having a chat with you. Yeah, Voxy, I'll leave it at that for now.
So, Miss LP, how's your week been? I mean, with the rain and with Gauteng being as it is.
It's been hectic. I've got a bit of a short week, actually for short but long. So my 9 to 5 ends today. Tomorrow, almost we busy. So tomorrow I start my emceeing gigs until Friday. And then it gets into a bit of a hectic weekend. I have some family obligations that I need to take care of. I don't want to, sadden you guys with what I'll need to, get up to. But yeah, very cold. I find that I'm less, what's the word for it? Less productive when it's cold. But I'm doing fairly okay, actually. So yeah, I think this is going to probably be one of the highlights of my week. How about you?
Siyabonga kakhulu. Thanks so much for the answer. The week has been okay. Had a crazy weekend. I think our guest will also mention that because I was with him this past weekend. But we're alive and we're well. I don't know if I still have flu. I don't know, man. I'm SARS, not me, but yeah, I'm sound as I sound. But thank you so much for joining us, Mr. LP, as always. You're not sick. You're not getting any flu from your side.
Guys, I'm a strong bow. And I said this to you guys before. I said, take your vitamins. I warned you. Angithi benithatha ngathi ngiyadlala. So ironically, everyone at work that's literally sitting around me sick. And for some weird reason, mina yangdlula. But I still really think that it's the vitamins. So I'm still strongly suggesting, guys. There's vitamins that I'm using. It's called D24. I need to learn about sharing information also. So I'm gonna go ahead. There's D24, it's multivitamins. I'm using what's this, it's how do you what is it called, it's basically something vita, but it's specifically for your
Um, good young man. And is coming of age also in terms of his own production. I like that. I like that. I like that a lot. For you to yeah. Let's just get it quite nice and easy. Please let everyone know, Guti, who is Dukes. Where does it come from? I mean, what's the reason why we have him on Everything House Music? Okay, we know the reason because you make the music, but why are you here today? And how has this journey been for you in terms of making music, in terms of playing music also to people? So please, Mfana, just could you please let us know what it is? Thank you.
Ish, folks, man, I'm a question now.
Hey,
uh,
awamangcono. Hey, awamangcono. Uzobona Miss LP uzola nawe kanjani?
well, Tukz Ancestral is actually Thukela Khumalo, originally from PE. Moved to Cape Town, like I said, 2010, and ever since then, I never looked back. I'm a DJ, I'm a producer, and I'm a founder of Titty Cruise as well. Um, age, man, it's been quite a journey with regarding the production side as well, because getting into music was really tough. It's a scary thing. I mean, scary step to take as well, because sometimes you don't know how people are going to uh, vibe to your sound or to you as well. So, other than be said, the ride has been tough, but also playing around events as a Cape Town. Uh, besides Gamma politics, okay, but it's been good as well. So the first person to actually plug me, to Gamma gigs was a Cape Town was Milibala. So if I remember correctly, we met like 2011, and then there was this other place we were playing at Long Street. So that time I was still playing tribal music. So ever since then, man, she's been pushing me, supporting. Nami ke ndazenzela my own, networks and stuff. Dibana bantu, been pushing, and since then until now, So yeah, man. And the reason why I'm here as well today, recently I just dropped a album. Well, that was in Feb, and also now, which is titled Unspoken. And now I'm also working on an LP which is going to be dropping in August. So yeah, man, that's why I'm here.
Thank you so much for that, my brother. Thank you so much for that, my brother. Sibongela kakhulu. Before siqhubeka ngokuxoxa njengoba kumnandi kanje, ngifuna sidlale ingoma. I want us to play a song, and so we can reel in everyone else who's in the space. Perhaps who didn't hear the first song, who didn't hear Pillow Fight. We're gonna play Holding On. Yes, we're gonna cue in Holding On. Then we're gonna come back, then carry on with our conversation with our guest this evening, Tukz. But before you play the song, in actual fact, this coming weekend, this coming weekend at Spine Road, for the Deep House Space curation, Tukz is actually gonna be playing there too. Yes. So it's gonna be a lovely upcoming Sunday for us at Spine Road. Hey DJ, sicela udlale lo mculo siyabonga.
This is Sabrina Child, and you are tuned in to Everything House Music. And you are tuned in to Everything House Music. Everything house music. This is Sabrina Child, and you are tuned in to Everything House Music.
And that was our guest this evening, Tukz, featuring Bones. Title of the song is Holding On. Bones is actually another local lad from this side of the world. He's actually got a couple of events that he does. Amazing, amazing young man, Bones himself. Uh, actually said one of these days, sizomthola lapha eSpine Road. One of these days. Nakanjani. I'd like to pass on the mic firstly. I think 30 minutes hasn't been too bad. I don't think the team will complain. I've been talking a lot. Miss LP, please grab the mic. Thank you.
I thought we had agreed that we would save the best for last, but it's fine. So I'm not gonna be too brutal on you today. So relax, like we said, it's a cold day. We're trying to warm up. So I'm not gonna be too hard on you. I just have a few questions, a little bit personal, but I'm gonna try and not be too personal. So again, um, as much as yes, you've told us how you pronounce your name, a bit of an idea in terms of the why, but I'm more interested in the ancestral part. How did that come about? Why ancestral? What were you trying to achieve? What is the brand, so to speak, that you are trying to kind of get across to people?
Thanks for that question, man. That question, I always get it a lot. I get it a lot. Basically, Utux is from my name, Thukela, and then ancestral part now. I'm a. Sibe kanjani? Ish. Okay, all it like it was a sangoma. Yeah. So nangumntu wamasiko too much, and I grew up in that environment, and also now the type of music I used to listen to was tribal. So coming up with the name itself, it was a bit difficult because now I used to be DJ Tukz, and it used to have an S. And then there's this other guy, PA, Asevan until today. I don't know why. That guy is also DJ Tukz, but he had an age. Like mine doesn't. So I hated that thing, but hey man, people that's Bitanisa, it's him, it's me. So I actually sat down and I thought hard about it. Okay, fine. I'm gonna move away from DJ Tukz to be Tukz. Yeah, but still, it was a problem there. Then I decided, no, what? No, man. Yeah, and then I came across Tukz Nganga. Yeah, and yeah, I fell in love with his first album. So I was like, no, man. Yeah, how about being with Tukz, ne? But let me just add to ancestral at the end of the day. Yeah, I mean, at the end of my word, And then after that, I went to Olate. I was like, okay, I'm changing my name to Tukz Ancestral. And then she asked why Ancestral also. And then I explained, man, no, man, it's because of, Igwecho Ndaltanda and the type of music, and the Mamelayo. And then she was like, you know what, that's quite unique because now if you only write two Tukz and search your Tukz, you'll get a lot of Tukz there. But now, when it's Tukz Ancestral, there's only one with a Z as well. So that's how I came about, man, with that name.
Wow, man, what a very valuable, I think, take from your mom as well. We love those women, right? They are great contributors, you know. So that's absolutely awesome. And from my side, I think the ancestral part. This is why I asked specifically. I think it's very powerful. And as you said, you are the only one because when I actually looked you up, it was so easy to find you. So I think, yeah, kudos to your mom. We thank her for that. You mentioned that you previously were a producer and I think DJ of tribal, music. I'm very interested to understand, more on that journey. So if you can maybe just talk us through the tribal journey and then how and why did you then transition into, and you'll have to explain to me also, or maybe my first question should be before we talk about the transition. What is your, let's say, your signature sound? How would you describe your signature sound? So especially to a person who doesn't know who Tukz Ancestral is.
Okay, my sound it has a lot of element of electro, deep house, a little bit of dub as well. But because since I think I listen to European sound a lot, so and I used to listen to rock music, and I listen to rock music as well. That's one of my favorite genres. So with Keoku, is sound I was trying to be unique as well, but I haven't actually gotten to the sound that I actually really want. So with sound if you're to listen to the EPs and albums that I've dropped, you'll hear Gqeberha. Each and every project that I drop, the sound is different, but there's always that signature of Gqeberha. Okay, I love automations, and a little bit of electro and stuff like that.
It's very interesting when you're saying that it's different, yet there's a distinction. Because I mean, I was thinking the same thing. If I when I listened to your sort of catalog, I just thought to myself, you can actually pick up that this is the same person, if I can put it that way, which is not such a bad thing because again, it creates a signature. So even if wherever I am, if I just hear a song, I can always say, "No, man, I think this is Duke's, ancestral." So I thought that was quite brilliant, and I did pick up on a lot of what you mentioned, especially the electro sound, which is again, I think from a unique perspective, you definitely nailed it. You might not necessarily feel like you've got that signature that you're looking for. But there are those elements that you're referring to that I really just strongly, picked up. The dub, like you said, and it's quite interesting also because it's a lot of the music that I feel in terms of South Africa specifically, and you've touched on that. We don't necessarily get a lot of that, and that's why for me it's been so interesting listening to the music that you actually produce. But now that we've touched on where or how you would basically where you would pin yourself from a genre perspective, I want to now understand the transition. If you can maybe just talk us through the transitioning from the electro, or no, rather the tribal, sound. Talk us through that journey firstly, and then we'll go into why did you transition? Why did you feel it was necessary for you to transition into the electro sound right now?
Okay, thank you. It was hard, man. Because I remember when I first started a production, it was 2018 October, and I think on the 16th, yep, if I remember correctly. So the moment I got my dough was installed by Siphe Tebeka. Yeah, because I was surrounded by, like, I used to love like umculo, the Ndimthanda as well. I think most of us, through our parents and the type of music they used to listen to, especially on Sundays. Yeah. So I had to try to come up now with a sound by Ezohamba Njani, and all of that. So I had to sit down and try to jot down, okay, fine. The moment now I open up FL, this type of sound that I'm gonna be known of, yeah, but Funi Benjan. So we find that okay, um influences I remember when the first time I came across Pierre Johnson, I was like, damn man, this is totally something different. This is unique. And then after that, there's a friend of mine, may his soul rest in peace, man, Opola. He introduced me to this guy called Solomon from Europe and Jan as well. And then the more I listened to their sound, I was like, no, man, this is the type of sound that I would like to do. So that's when I started to try to change kumculo wami. I will practice more as well. Also listening to the other guys as well about okay, fine, okay, what's there, what's this, okay, and then also kule journey yami in the ambayo, I ended up whenever that I learn something, so that I can try to get to this sound that I want. I'll always use a specific element there, but the moment that I learn another element, so I'll try to fuse that element that I've learned with the new one, so that I can try just to try to change the transition from this sound to the other sound, the one that I actually looking for.
Sure. That's quite interesting. I would have liked to get a little bit more from the tribal sound because I'm finding that we have moved away a lot from the tribal. And you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like we've moved now more towards your Afro house or Afro tech sound, which for me, a lot of it actually stems from tribal. How would, or rather, what would be your comment on that? The transitioning once again from the tribal into the Afro house, Afro tech space. Do you feel like there is that bridge?
Yo, you see, tribal. Yeah, I get emotional actually when I speak about that because I mean, yo, that music used to do wonders to me. And I remember when I came across Bodhisattva and his sound, I was like, hey, this is so African and it's so unique. And then you've got a song that came through. So back then, I mean, tribal was the thing, wherever you go. And especially, we found that, okay, fine, in Pretoria, it will be your deep house. And I think there was another word for a piano at that time before it made piano lena, but Pretoria had its own sound, Cape Town had its own sound, and then PE, it was mostly dominated by Afro. So I as I like band Ukula, now you find that now we end up losing that thing ukuthi by tribal. A tribal now is there. Yes, it's still there, tribal, but now you find that the music has changed so much. Ukuthi we actually forgotten about this used to be in the tribal. So umuva kwami I think also ukhula man, and coming across new sound, new element, try to explore. So a tribal, to be honest, I wish I could produce it. It is very hard to produce it. I wish I could. I'm just praying Gqeberha, one day I'll be able to produce that sound because I mean, I think for me that sound it just would bring me close to my ancestors because you'll hear a lot of things there, man. The sound was nice and raw and ukuthi especially if ungumntu othanda uhamba, we call it inhlombe. if into zamagqirha, and just listen also to the type of songs that they sing about. So you end up connecting, kwakho, in a way that ukuthi man, this is something different. I love this. So there had to be that change at the end of the day, ukuthi as we grow, and the sound also, iyakhula nokwayo. I hope I answered the question.
Yes, actually, you did. Probably even more than what I had actually asked. So the only portion though is, do you feel like it's kind of also become hidden in the Afro house or Afro tech? Again, that bridge between the two.
Yes, to be honest, it's very hidden right now, and you only find it's very rare even to find gigs where you will hear ukuthi bakhe kudlalwa tribal. But I still believe ukuthi if let's say I to one of my sets and then I have to go back and just play tribal music, I kind of feel like a lot of people also will enjoy it because now there'll be a lot of memories as well. But gotta get play where we are right now. Like I said, the sound has completely changed and we have shielded away from a tribal. So they ended up fusing the tribal with the Afro, with Afro tech. So I kind of feel like, but it's a corner because if you go to Durban, and listen to Lamajita, like no, you'll find that okay, fine. As much as they're pushing Afro, but mostly they're still using the same elements, that they used for tribal music as well.
Hmm. Thank you for that. I've got one more question to ask. So, again, you've got quite a huge catalog, and I saw that you have quite a lot of features, as much as you've also been featured on certain, tracks. I'm gonna put you on the spot and ask you, what would be your maybe three favorite collaborations and why?
Yo, uzondibethisa wena yazi. Snap, man. Oh, yo, snap. Okay, my favorite collabs, it has to be His King first. There's a track that we did which is called Pillow Talk, from Obonono. And the second one, it has to be Uzen. Yeah, Uzen, yena, ish. As much that there's one track, that's titled Nebula Interface. I remember because now I had to fuse my sound with the sound Yagazen, and again, that song, I did not sleep for about a month. But after all, it was a good challenge, nalapho, and the song came out pretty well. And my third track, it has to be. So I'm gonna mention the ones that I've released, it features, not the ones that are coming. And then the last one, it has to be with Bones. I love Bone Sound. That was our first collab with Holding On. So I'll say it's those three, man. Those are my favorite features. His King, Zen, and Bones.
No, we're taking notes. We're definitely taking notes. But I think from my side, so I ask you by the being of Betis. But thank you for that nonetheless. Thank you so much, I think, for answering the questions. As I said, you give me a lot more than what I've actually asked for, which is quite great. It's almost like you kind of fill in the missing question, so to speak, or the dots you basically complete the sentences in terms of what I'm actually trying to ask. So I really appreciate that. And I'm really looking forward
Thanks.
to then just listening to the rest of the interview. Enjoy.
Thank you very much, man.
Thank you so
Over
much
to
as
you,
always.
Foxy.
Thank you so much as always, Miss LP. Such an amazing person, such an amazing. And when you say that you're not gonna go any deep, and then you actually do, and then it's just so nice like that. Like,
Nakolisa.
no, you're perfect as you are. You're perfect as you are. Okay. I thought let's play another song. Yeah, so let's play another song. So we'll go to the next speaker. I think that's quite nice. I think that's quite nice, right? So right now, alongside the other music that Tukz has given us that's upcoming, he has shared "Like I Do," right, which is the next song that we're gonna play, and we're gonna play the addictive dub. version. So thank you for so much for joining us. Thank you for coming through. Our guest this evening is Tukz Ancestral. He's released so much music. If you actually go on your streaming service, you'll find a lot of music. He's released even on Stage 2 Sounds, uh, which is quite lovely and
Hi,
amazing.
hi, hi,
Uh,
hi, hi.
as long keep me singing, lapaya.
No, no, hey, hey.
What keep me singing, lapaya?
No, no, stay true. I, not me. Not yet.
Sorry, I apologize. I apologize badly. I apologize badly. But the deeper space, we have a Spotify link playlist. Please go check it out on Spotify. Yes, deeper space. Please go check it out. Definitely, you're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. It's amazing. We also have a page on Instagram. Go check out Deeper Space on Instagram. Also doing good, as well as TikTok and as well as The Village on Facebook. But for now, yes, let me play some music. Hey, DJ, what's the
To everything house music. And you are tuned in to everything house music. This is Sabrina Child, and you are tuned in to everything house music. This is Sabrina Child, and you are tuned in to everything house music. This is Sabrina Child, and you are tuned in to everything house music.
And that is Like I Do by our guest this evening, Tukz Ancestral. And that's the addictive dub. Lovely music, right? Lovely, absolutely amazing music. I'm not sure if it's just me, but I think in the background, I think I heard a sampling of a vocal that we perhaps heard at least 10 years ago in house music. Tukz, ngikhuluma amanga mhlambe?
Hi, Titinyane fit. Yeah,
No,
man.
shut up, man. Lovely song, man. Lovely song. And when is
Thanks.
this gonna be out?
It's dropping in August. Music and Friends. I'm featuring the real MK there.
Absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. Let's pass on the mic to the host of the Deep House Space as well as Top of the Morning Space, Lloyd. Lloyd Tinja. Mic, mom.
We exit Dukes.
Hey, Tara.
Dude, you say you listen to rock. Isn't like
Yes,
ile amakhuwa ile.
heavy metal, my brother. Yo, my Slipknot.
This is the first time ever I've heard a
Um,
deep house producer say they listen to rock. I rock ndota. Especially from a
yes, it
closer
actually
dude.
comes down, man.
Hi. Angeke.
I know.
Rocko. And then so now when you composing your music, do you draw some inspiration lapayana? Ngoba it's noisy lapayana ndota.
It's not noisy,
Angeke.
actually. You'll be so surprised. Listen,
It's noisy lapayana.
if you listen to the lyrics, oh, my brother, yo, it's very touching, man, and emotional.
Uzizwa njani his lyrics laphayana? Hmm? How do you
I mean, you
how
just have
do you
to
listen
listen.
to I mean how do you hear the lyrics in that noise?
Kakuhle, like any other songs.
So do you have a specific song whereby you drew inspiration from and created a tune, a deep house tune, deep house track from that inspiration?
Not yet, to be honest. Yeah, well, I would love to. I would love to because there's one song that is one of my favorites by the group called Slipknot, and the name of the track is Vermilion. So there's part one and part two. So my favorite is the part two one. It's nice and mellow, man. Yeah, and quite emotional. So hopefully one day, yeah, I'll be able to just to pull and try to fuse the sounds.
Now when you're working with other people, in terms of production, don't they find you weird, man? Umanan that you are very weird. Island, I'm thinking, nah, this guy's weird. There's some weird behavior. Somehow.
Yeah, yeah, I get that a lot, man. I get that a lot. Yeah, because Abando, the moment that sometimes it's easy for people to want to work with you, but the moment now when you send the project, it's a different situation because I've been getting a lot of amajitekhala lately. Uyoki waikhala apa, French boss, bones, but Tukz. When you do a song, I don't work and then just leave you hanging and leave the song halfway. I make sure that I work from start to the end. So I'll finish a track. So at least now we have an idea. So, I'll do most of the part, and then when you just do what you need to do there and there. But guess bakhona ke okay chances because sometimes they just want to collaborate for the sake of collaborating, not understanding the type of music that you are doing as well. Because recently I just got a message from a com guy. Yeah, and I was like, yo, boom, what the hell? Because there was Upis away to wanted us to work on something. But I was like, no, man, not for me,
Not for you, but you listen to heavy metal. Ah, that's ironic, sure. Ah, igum ne rock same level.
No, it's not.
Sibanga
It's not.
umsindo lezinto lezo. Same level. So now, when you collaborating with these people, what is that one thing they say? Gucci, hi utuxien wenza so wenza so. What is that number one thing that all of them are saying about you?
I'm a Vox. I love using it. Most of my songs you hear go to there's always I'm a Vox school. So umanando naye wena pha enika ne-title ukuthi hayi when you're a king of Vox. Yeah. Yeah. No, that's why I'm a Vox man as well because no I'm a Vox ang. So it's basically I'm a Vox man and also the electro sound. Ukuthi okay, fine. The moment I receive a song, if it's a mellow song, I have to add my touch as well. So of course, there's going to be that electro sound. Yeah. So that's one of the things that I normally get from people.
When you say Vox, are you referring to vocals?
Yep.
Oh, hey, I don't know what specific more time of Vox. Yeah.
No, I don't. No, because you get there's vocals like full vocals, full on like someone will write a verse, but you find that Ugotiba, there'll just be that one vox that's gonna go within Ngoma repeatingly and all that. So I normally just use that so that even Ingoma, at least it has that feeling as well. Yeah. Well,
I get you. I get you. So now tell us, when you doing your production, how do you prepare mentally to produce a song? People use different things to prepare. Abanye like Uvox and shit. If you was a producer, would know that I low shy print, yabo, or shy wine, yabo.
Ish, I don't know if I'm allowed to say it here, yeah, but yeah, most of my production, I'm a big smoker of the green plant. Yeah, so I I normally I will hit one or two so that I can just relax because sometimes you can like have a lot of things in your head and go ungafuni ezo zinto ezo uzokuphazamisa with umculo, but sometimes it's a good thing baziphazamisa because you end up drawing inspiration from whatever that you're going through at that moment of time, because I think every song that I do, there's something that I'm going through. It can be happy, it can be bad, but I reference something that I'm feeling at a specific of time.
Ah, makes sense. Makes sense. Um, so after you've done your thingy, your green plant, ne, there's this other one, Mariking Khan, mushroom, right? So mushroom and I forgot, man. I was doing research on these things. Ergeta awards. Psilocybin. Is it psilocybin? Yes. Yeah, mushroom and psilocybin is it's like they 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 make you feel some type of way. I think like the green plant enhances the feelings, right? But those things give you 10 times more, right? So there's a guy who actually produces music after eating those things, right? So when after Ushai Ama green plant, does it enhance your thinking or
Yes, it does.
yeah?
Oh yes, yes it does. To be honest, it keeps me calm, man. I'll never try other things. My stop, make it full stop to my green plant. If it's not that, I'm good. So it actually does. It actually cuts me down, able to think a lot. And also concentration wise. Because sometimes I'll open FL, not knowing. I never open FL Ukutiba. I don't know any producer actually. Ukutiba, I'm gonna open a door and I'll do this. You know, I just open and then I just jam to whatever. Yes, there'll be a small idea, nyana, but at the end of the day, I do not plan ukuthi, okay, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. So I just let my thoughts bezizwe ke ngoku and my calmness, to take over, to see okay, fine, how is this song's gonna go, where am I going? Because the moment that I have one idea, and then the others will just start following. Because I always start with if I know my keys is it right. I'll always work on my keys first, and then after that, yonke into else will fall into place.
Do those ideas just randomly appear to you, or how do you come up with them?
Some of them they do. I surprise myself now. Most of the times. I'm like, did I just do this? Ezinye ke, I would have an idea what, okay, this is what I want. And then getting those ideas into paper, when you're into the dough, it takes a while, because music theory, when it comes to my keys, I'm not really that familiar that much, but I always use my ears. Okay, fine, is this sounding right, sounding wrong? If I wanted to be a flow, or how can I go about? So in most cases, I go blank, and then something will pop up. But I'll say 30% it will be ideas that I have, in my head. Okay, fine. Maybe let's say I'm going to work, and then I'm to go Uber, and then I have this melody in my head. So I'll sing that melody right through, and then I can just record over the phone so that I don't forget. And then when I get home, that's when I'll try to take all of that into reality as well.
Easy. Vox. Askala lap.
No, shout out to Lloyd. Thank you for popping through. This coming Friday on the Deeper Space, we have China Chameleon. We have Dalco J Don. We have Young Malls. And who did I miss, Lloyd? Who did I miss?
Empower.
Empower is here, yeah, definitely. Thank you, brother. So yes, if you are here in the space right now, please come through on the Deeper Space on Friday, 12 p.m. South African Standard Time, for new upcoming releases, and of course, amazing conversations. So right now we're gonna go to another song. Yes, we're gonna go and play another song. So the next song I'm gonna play is a collabo between our guest this evening, Tukz, as well as Uyoko. Yes, right? Let me check that again. Yes, Uyogi. Hey, look at me butchering people's names. Apologies. So we're gonna play Uyogi, Yugi Loco, featuring Bex. Nothing ever stays the same. This is another one that's gonna pop. That's gonna come out in probably August, as Tukz has mentioned. A DJ, udlala umculo lapho, siyabonga.
To everything house music.
Everything house music, propelling sounds with meaning, delivering on emotions that lack feeding. Intact, your souls have no peeling. Everything house music, casting spells on unlearned beings, bringing them to the underground. These grooves are worthy, cause house music is where it's at. Believe me, house.
Everything house music. And you are tuned in to Everything House Music. This is Sabrina Child, and you are tuned in to Everything House Music.
And that was a wonderful song, an amazing song by Tukz Ancestral, with Uyogi Loco and featuring Vex. Nothing ever stays the same. Asazi ukuthi ukhuluma ngani, maybe ukhuluma ngama-ex, asazi, we don't know. Maybe, yeah. Maybe he's headed bad somewhere. We don't know. We do not know at all. This coming Sunday, we have Tukz himself on the lineup. So we still have actually working on the poster. Like Spine Road up. Probably gonna I'm thinking maybe we can play it together, but we'll see. We'll see what we can do. On Sunday, Espand Road, Ekhayalich. Right now, let's pass on the mic to the Short Chubby Ninja. But before I pass on the mic to Short Chubby Ninja, please, if you're in the space and you'd like to add to the conversation, please don't be shy. Don't be shy to grab the mic and actually talk with us. Because ngiyabona BOP City Sounds, they're probably just here because maybe they want to Tukz for their podcast, which would be amazing also. But gents, if you want to grab the mic, please come through, grab the mic. That would be nice to actually hear your input also. But for now, Show Chubby Ninja, who's also the host of Top of the Winning Space, an amazing man who helps out with sound and music and everything house music and the deep house space. One beat my club. Sure.
Hello. Hayi sisekhona sivukile sifresh mara kuyabanda so siphethe ama-cup of coffee namhlanje izibanda esishisayo sibamba esishisayo strictly yabona and siphethe untukza naye lana yabona wabo ntukza ke ntukza kapo Tukz kapo ba le bitsa jwang, we'll hear from him once again. Exentjaka shafede.
I'm good, my brother.
Standard tikitsuile mfana. So you said Tukz. Kin Tukz akere?
Tukz, yeah.
Tukz.
Not tax.
Tukz.
Not
tax.
Not simply Tukz.
I probably they butchering your name, mfana. Yo. Mfana, they always butchering your names. And like I'm thinking now, other like presenters when they ask you or they call up your name, of DJs and uyacabanga ukuthi yes sasingangishanga impama le ndoda like listen. Marafede, are you good, my brother?
I'm good, my brother, man. I can't complain on your side.
Ngimnandi. So okay, let's start here, man. If you could travel back into time and give yourself one piece of advice or one piece of advice to your younger self when starting out in music, what would it be?
Yeah, hey, this guy. Damn it. I mean, snap. That was a good question. The advice that I would give my younger self right now, don't share music with just anyone. Yeah, because you find that you'll share your music so that you're trying to do over relevant as well to people, and you find that your music is being leaked out now before release, and also another advice I would give my younger self: your friends are not your target market. I'll put it that way. Yeah.
Wow. Beautiful. Your friends are not your target market. That's true. That's true. The one, like, we have guys, Elori, I done a song and then Jen's Injan Lengom. They would be skeptical. Yeah, and you're right. And that's not what you wanted to hear. But yeah, that's true. I'm asking this question because I have a follow-up. Guinea, within the family, music, how did it start? You falling in love deep with music. Is it a generational thing? Ekaya, yes, uma uledi, I understand Guti ancestral stuff, which drums and everything, which goes back to what Miss LP said about tribal. But also, is it more than that? Probably be way before Umama became a traditional healer. Was there something that is happening within the family via music?
Actually, I'm the first musician, yes. I'm the first one. But I think, man, growing up, yeah, we already will play like Botetta Pendergrass, your Prince, your Michael Jackson, Bee Gees. I think it started from there, and also as as I evolved, and up as ndandithanda like umculo, and I used to love going to concert, and all the time used to make sure whatever I remember umshaka, umzambia, umsawawa. Yeah, when they come to a PE, all the time we used to make sure, I was still young, around about 10, at that time. So we'll go to these events, at night, Friday night, my mother would buy me a ticket, but ahlale emotweni, and I'll always be in front of the stage. She'll always get me there. I think naye, I mean, the type of support that she gave me, ukuthi ba, you know what, I can see uyayithanda le nto, and just focus on it. But I never thought ukuthi I'll end up playing down the Goyo right now, because of umculo. Because I thought I started as just a music lover, and then after that I became a DJ because that's when Fresh dropped as a definition of house too. That's when I went crazy and I was like, man, no, I really want to do this as well. And with that time I was using cassettes and DVDs, and then and I'm teaching myself because I'm self-taught. You're self-taught until right now. So I'm the first person family actually in the but it's just that it's all like I said earlier on, to Sundays, Ole will always play something, Yeah, man.
Ah, beautiful, man, beautiful. Of course, ngama Sundays bayazi anyisho bayazi. It was since from Edizondi wayenza izinto nabo mama wayenza izinto zenzeke ngama Sundays. But tapping into that, let's talk now studio wise. What's your favorite instrument?
My favorite instrument, it's a keyboard. As much that I don't know how to play it, my fingers. Hey, I don't know if I'm too scared or what, but I love MIDI and I love drums as well. So those are two things, especially drums. I would love to learn how to play drums and trumpet.
So when we say drums, am I drums? Do you mean am I percussion or am I drums? Like,
no, you see, you saw my rock stars, drums. Set of drums.
konje ushilo ukuthi wena yawuzwa nje ukuthi hayi yabona lezi ndoda ezamadlendlendle ngaye uzwe kahle ngathi hayi ngathi zithi mzalanyana yabo. But nevertheless, and then music wise, you spoke ukuthi when there's a certain meditation that you go through before producing music, and then now take us in the process of making that song. Which software do you use for your softwares? I mean music. Which software do you use for your music? You explained Uguchi, your favorite instrument is a keyboard, so I get to believe Uguchi, you have a mid keyboard lapo for adding those keys. Yeah. And then also tell me about how you lay out when you like do a song, because we differ. Some listen to Vox in as much as you spoke about I'm a Vox, not a Vox man, I'm a Vox. Yeah, but you also tapped into that you love electronic sounds. So tell me the process of you tuning that song from scratch. How do you work around it, and what software are you using?
Okay, the software that I use is FL. I use, I think, 20.7. So I haven't upgraded yet to the latest version. I'm just trying to get my PC right, and then I'll upgrade after that. But starting a new song, I always start with the keys. Keys will give you direction of the song as well. And the moment that I have the keys, that's when I'll go for my drumming. Your kicks, claps, your hats, your snares, your shakers. And then from there, I'll just go. The moment that I add my bass, because I remember there's a bass that I actually stole from Manando. Manando was crying, man, because someday like Boxman said earlier on, by someday Manando has changed. So there was this Ohama. So there's this bass I used to use a whole bunch of bass, you know. So I used to ask him, bro, what bass is this, man? Because remember when I started production, I was not concentrating a lot with bass because now I didn't have that music theory, you know, because I could feel sometimes, but is there something lacking here? And most of the songs didn't have the bass. Now, the moment I found Manike go through all my bases, you know, until I found the one that I actually loved, which is that's the banjo bass, like Kahama. So that's the moment that I enter that element that I know, okay, fine, the song will have a direction, and then that's when I'll add my melodies, and definitely automation. You know, automation. There's a lot of automations on my songs. You know. So yeah, hope I answered.
All right, beautiful, Njayami, beautiful. Last one, and then Saivad. Tell me, any interaction that you came across with a fan that touched you so bad, and you just lost it, probably in terms of crying, not fighting, but in terms of losing it here and nje, yabo, or being touched nje enhliziyweni ukuthi, yeah, this is why I do the things that I do, or this is why I do the career that I do. You understand? Is there
Mm.
any moments that you could share, probably?
Yeah, it's a corner actually, but I'll speak about one guy. It's so funny. This guy we grew up together. Okay, I'm older than him, of course, but now, APE, they like I started doing production when I was in Cape Town. So APE, they don't really know Ukutiba. Yeah, some of them they do know Ukutiba. Okay, yeah, the Tukz Ancestrals from Walapik PE is doing this sound and all of that, you know. But there's this other guy that stays on my street, you know. Every time that I go back home, ish, that guy, hey, and sometimes I don't know what to say. I'm like, no, man. You know, I'm like, dude, it's good, man. Yeah, you sound cool. It's touching. I love it. I never knew dude, you doing this thing, you know, until my brother actually was playing this other song. And then that's when we heard Kutuba man, who's this? And then he told him Kutuba man, brother Amlo, you know. And after that, that guy is being a fan, you know. So it's fit for that guy. I don't know what to say every time that I see him. Sometimes I try to avoid him because hey, now sometimes I don't know how to respond. You know, I'm like, no man, you know. So I become shy sometimes, you know. But it really, when I get home, it really touches me, man, to say Kutuba. There are people that I'm touching as well out there with Mkulowam, and they really appreciate what I'm doing as well.
Ah, beautiful, beautiful, man. A reason why I'm asking this is because I believe wherever you go, you do have fans. Some they will secretly won't admit, siyazi, but wherever you go, man, your music is beautiful, and nami yavumelana nomjita, man, ukuthi yeah, yazini. You are blessed, you are blessed, you are blessed. Mara ke tisibekela for manje nje. I mean, I probably will come back with other last questions. But for now, thank you very, very much, Njayami, for blessing us with your answers. Ne?
Thank you, my brother.
Ola, ola, my king. Exevox.
Now, my shout out to Chubby Ninja. Siyabonga mfowethu ngomsebenzi omuhle. Wenza throughout the spaces fit that we host and the ones that you also a part of. Tukz, best place that you've played in Cape Town is
Stock breweries. It has to be that one, man, because Ish Bones came through when I dropped Unspoken on the 25th of Feb. So I didn't have any ideas of Kutuba. Okay, I wanted to do a launch, but I didn't know Kutuba Zenza P, you know, because the last time that we did a launch, it was Kwakifu when I was doing a launch to the cruise, you know. But now it was just about me on this one. So it has to be Woodstock Breweries because even the type of crowd, man, you know, I came out of my comfort zone because I found that kuthi bamendlala ekasi kakhulu and amongst abantu bamnyama, but now Woodstock Breweries, it's that vibe of Warehouse Sundays, and that vibe, okay, as Voxman, as you know, but it's a lot of colors, yeah, payana, and to see okay, how they responded, yeah, to my music, and people actually came, yeah, to be with to share that moment with me. I was really humbled, man. So it has to be Woodstock Breweries.
No, I'm fine. You know, being a native of the Highveld, and when I say the Highveld, I mean Gauteng, like, there's different kinds of grooves that one can actually go to and perhaps experience, right? And we
Mm.
know what Gauteng is in terms of their party scenes and stuff. And then you come to the Western Cape, and then you come to the Western Cape. Ufike Kapa, akunamabhakede ematafuleni, and everyone is standing, everyone is just sweating the whole fucking time,
Yep.
everyone is just dancing the whole fucking. And those booze, what's that? What are you all drinking that us in Joburg we're not drinking? Honestly, but I love it, man. It's something different, but it's also something unique and it's something amazing also.
Yep.
Um, I mean, the idea of it is that the people that are actually attending the event or the festival, they are there for the person who's playing, number
Yes.
one,
True.
and for number two, for the music. So I totally understand what you're saying, I'm fine, and I've gotten to love it myself. Because it's a totally different atmosphere. During issue, you don't find you don't go around ubona abantu bahleli amabhakadeni
Yeah.
namalinisi and flaunting. So no, but thank you for that one, man.
Yeah, man. Thanks, man.
I want us to go to another song. I think today I've just learned the music so well. Yes, I never do this, but it's been quite nice and quite easy. Let's play another song, and then we'll go back. I'll share the mic with Miss LP. Miss LP probably has more intriguing questions, perhaps to ask our guest this evening, as she always does. So right now we'll play "Don't Forsake Us." So it's also another upcoming upcoming song from our guest this evening, Tukz Ancestral. Check out his music everywhere. His music is literally everywhere. As he mentioned, he released an album, he released a project. We actually had him on the Deeper Space for Bonobo, right? Bonobo, right? Tukz. Yes, we had him on the Deeper
Oh,
Space.
sorry. Yes, that's
When
all for Umunono.
Bonono. Apologies
Yes.
again. Yeah,
Yes,
we,
that
we
was my
had you
first
on, yes.
album.
Yes, we had you on a Deeper Space, and then you released some more music, and there's some absolutely fire music also coming up that we're actually playing tonight, in the next couple of weeks, in the next couple of months. So please go check him out on on your socials. Check him out on streaming services because this man makes absolutely amazing music. Hey, DJ, adlala umculo lapho. DJ wala uyamamela yazi.
This is Sabrina Child, and you are tuned in to Everything House Music. And you are tuned in to Everything House Music. everything house music.
And that was Sabrina Child who said everything house music. Yes, she said everything house music. Absolutely amazing woman. Yeah, absolutely amazing woman. And the song that she just played was from our guest, Tukz. Hey, sorry. Tukz Ancestral. Don't forget us. Amazing tune. Let me pass on the mic to this LP. Let's go back to this LP. But I see there on the listener section, we also have the man from Japan. Um, Still waiting some samurai swords from him, but we see him. He's here. Haven't heard this man in a while, but we're still waiting for the samurai swords. I don't know where we're gonna get them. But shout out to Uli for joining us. Miss LP, please grab the mic. Let us hear your submissions. Thank you. Miss LP, mic check. Okay, maybe Miss LP unkile nap, right? Maybe she did. Maybe she hasn't, but it's okay. That's fine. I'll pass on the mic to Lloyd, and probably in the next, if our man allows us, because he actually just sent me a song. He would like us to play a specific song for spacing. So maybe if we elapse, I don't know, like 15, 20 minutes go spacing today, and then we can actually play a bit more music. But Lloyd, Unja, mic more, and give us your submission again. Thank you.
Are we? Vox, why are you sending me the song I sent you, Khan? Here, man.
What is?
Yeah, man. Anyway, I don't know if I'm audible, Joe, because I'm in headphones now.
No, we can hear you. We can hear you, brother.
Ah, nice. Tukes, besides production, Joe, what other things that you are pursuing on the side?
Okay, besides production and besides Geku and my band saga, it's the label, of course. So, like I mentioned, I'm a founder of Cruz Records, which I um, co-own with my partner Dipsot 95 from Limpopo. So that's that as well that I'm busy with on the side. So I try to juggle, what I can, because I need to make sure that also that you label in because there's A&R that I need to do, make sure there's releases for this dropile, and before I concentrate on myself as well. And also I'm a family guy, man. So I have a simple life basically.
Hey, family guy. Hey, family guy. Hi. Anyway, so as a deep house producer, do you think there could have been an opportunity for you to produce a different genre if there was not this genre, very rata American deep house?
Yeah, it's not. I'll be probably, if it was not for deep house, if it was not for house itself, man, I think can be a rock star somewhere. Yeah, because the way that I love rock, man, I think I was so obsessed about it. So I think Gedi Payana, that side trying to create a band, trying to be the lead singer of the band as well. Maybe that.
Easy. I forgot this one question I wanted to ask, man. Hey, Barking Khan. Oh my God. Tabalo Vox bolela thata ke ile ke tla boa. Sure, Vox.
No, not jive. Shout out to Lloyd. Shout out, and thank you so much for everyone else who's here. Got space doing today. As I said, Friday, yes, deep out space. Khotlang, please come back. We'll be there with more music and more artists. Tukz Ancestral, I think we've highlighted perhaps the differences between playing in certain places, especially where we stay. I think especially where we stay,
Yeah.
right? Then in terms of the music, Varna, in terms of the music, do you feel your music is welcomed enough? Lastly, corner. Also, I mean, do you also what do you think in terms of what what do fans need to perhaps, I don't know, do to actually accustom themselves to the music? Because Tina siyayidlala kithi impinje, siyayidlala bayamamela, and sometimes they Shazam and actually go listen to it again. But if someone actually doesn't know you, if someone perhaps hasn't heard about you at all, what is the work that you are also doing to help inform fans of the music? Thank you.
Yabona, let me start with the first question. Ukuthi, like, do I feel like ukuthi, wherever I go, maybe where I play, ukuthi, when people like they listen to my music, do they like welcome it or what? Yeah, the sad reality is that my hometown, basically, I'll probably say that they sleeping on me, you know. And every time that I'll go back to PE, and then I'll get some gigs, you know, around, and I'll play some music. You'll find a good, people are not responding, that side, and people that don't know Uguti, there's this person, that's doing music, which this person's from here as well. And I try so much I kind of feel like I have to say goodbye. I do push my sound. Yeah, I do market myself. I make sure that I'm active on socials as well. Just to make sure that my music is there. And share what's coming as well. But now with my hometown, it's a totally different situation. And there's a friend of mine, my best friend actually, and then he was like, you know what, Dukes, maybe you need to try to change your sound when the Afro, because they love Afro, they love commercial. Yes, they do play deep house, but you find that they'll rather play the songs that are mainstream, from these guys that are mainstream than Tina Abba that are still trying to push as well. And also that thing what about, in order for my music to be played, I need to send to certain DJs and all that. I mean, it's becomes tiring as well, yeah, Bopayana, because you'll send something and then someone's to be like, sure, and that's it, and then you don't hear anything after that, So that's when I was like, you know what, it's fine. Let me concentrate on Lendon Yenzayo, and whoever that's not following, eventually they'll end up following as well. I hope I answered your question, Voxman. Man.
No, you did, my brother. You did. I'm gonna put it actually. I think we're coming from different areas of life, different societies of life. We get to explore and experience really the differences in terms of people, in terms of what music also they want to listen to. Um, and we like it better. I think we like it better as music players when we get to a place where they actually understand your music, the
Yeah.
type of music that you're playing. I mean, for instance, like Spine Road. I think Spine Road, literally, those people understand when we play.
Mm.
They literally understand. It doesn't matter what, if it's unreleased or not released, or if it's released or unreleased, but the people actually understand your music. So
Yeah.
no, no, shout out for that one. And then in terms of perhaps the rest of the country, Mfageti, is there perhaps one place that you see yourself playing at that you'd really like to maybe go and play music? Besides maybe having a collab with someone, but which is one place in the country that you'd like to actually go and spin some music? Thank you.
I think it has to be Well, it's one of the biggest stages up here. I'll say. I mean, up in South Africa, deep house, electro music as well, and Afro. It has to be well. Is it Cape Town City MF Cape Town Music Festival? It's that one, and also it has to be. I have to Deep Town Josie. It's your guys. Yeah, I mean the lineups. I mean the guys. The type of music that they play. Yeah, so that's one another milestone that I would love to achieve. About a life in so I see myself actually playing to those two events, man.
Na mfana yazi iplani ukuthi silethe Thukela ngapick up and sizoyenza. Yabona
Yeah,
ngizoyenza mina.
it
Ngizoyenza.
is.
Nakanjani. Shout out to Ecstasy. Ecstasy, Mr. Groove On. It's actually popped in. Shout out, man. Thank you so much for joining us. This man has been doing so many things in the music scene, and it's good to see himself and his record label actually grow. So thank you so much for joining us, uh, Ecstasy. I think we can go and play the next song. Yes, I think we can play another song. It is City Kancane after 10. Is that okay with you? Is that okay? What do you think today?
Yeah, that's okay.
Okay. So yeah, we're gonna play. Let's play maybe I don't know, maybe 3 more songs, and then maybe someone else can come up and actually grab the mic. Maybe just want to chat with you. Maybe get to know you, especially like a record label head like Ecstasy. You never know. But DJ, let's hear some more music. Thank you.
Everything house music. And you are tuned in to Everything House Music. This is Sabrina Child, and you are tuned in to Everything House Music.
And that was another song from our guest this evening. This one also features Bones again on this one. Amazing tune, Strange Memories. Um, you know what I personally can also mention in regards to the type of sound that Tukz actually makes. I mean, when you go to Joburg, you hear mostly the sort of groovy, sort of soulful, laid back house music. But when you come to uh, the southern part of the country, and you hear the likes of Robert Wilson and Pierre Johnson, you hear this pumping bass, like literally. So that's what literally Tukz makes, and it's that sound ozoyizwa kula maklabha ale belungu kakhulu futhi kancane, and it goes crazy, it goes mad crazy. I tell you, you would sweat. Uzofaka ihuli usestradini, ongena phakathi uzoyikhipha. Ngiyakutshela. I hope Miss LP, are you back?
I'm back. Can you hear me?
Yes, perfectly.
Great stuff. Sorry, I had a bit of an issue with network. Sorry, I wanted to say to Booger the DJ, please do the right thing. Ne? Thank you.
Um, Miss LP, that can go for Mike, and then you can give us your last submissions, perhaps for the space this evening.
Oh, yeah. So I think no, I've basically touched on everything that I wanted to. There's really just one request that I have. I think I've actually put it out there and I've done the things. Hence, I'm saying to Boga the DJ with him must do the right thing. But I think just overall, I've really appreciated this conversation. Very informative. I got to learn a lot about this wonderful man, and I really just wish you all the best. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to hear what you come up with next. We were
Thank you.
talking earlier on. I think I did mention, you guys, you need to listen to what this man has. There's so much. It's like as I was actually going through his catalog, just when I thought I had actually, heard his music, there would always be something else that would pop up. So I think when you guys have an opportunity, I would really strongly suggest that you actually look him up. So for us, non-Android users, you can actually find a lot of his music on Apple Music, on iTunes, and all of that stuff. So I think, yeah, please, when you have an opportunity, really just be blessed with this man's music. But yeah, thank you. I really, really appreciate you, and thank you so much for all the answers that you've given us. Like I said, for me, it's been very fruitful, and I've really learned a lot. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss LP.
Miss LP actually, she has requested Iculo that she actually made with Utumi. Utumi was actually playing this Sunday, this last Sunday. If Forever, yeah, she was actually asking for If Forever that you actually have with Utumi. So I don't know if DJ can try get it, but I really hope he can make sure. And then
Forever,
Tukz
yeah.
Forever, yeah. Nane, wait, Miss LP. Uh, Umananda Uti, please tell us when you were kicked off stage for playing exclusive in your hometown.
Oh, this guy. They didn't really have to. Umalando. Yeah, very true. Comes back to that thing about, people, they sleeping, on the producers, like on that town, or on that specific town. Yeah, because you find that there's a lot of guys that are pushing music out there, but abafumana indlebe, played or DJs spinning their songs. And also, with Lewe Questioning Amanando, mfethu, I was playing this other song, Kapits by Hand. I think that was like COVID time when we were still on level 3. Yeah, so I got booked at this other place called Effinez Summer Strand at that side. And then Amajita, they were playing there were some of them who were playing deep house, but it's mostly your commercial vibe. And then there was this other guy who's a resident DJ actually. Yeah, so the moment that he saw Kuti, uh, the manager came through and checked ukuthi who's playing because the sound's different. And Umjita was really pleased. So Umjita ke yoku yes, the things yabo phayana. And then ezabe izinto zikabikho ready. I think it's that bottle of Glenfiddich, man, that made him crazy. And it was not only because the crowd was responding to the sound, but now it was the DJs that had an issue. Ukuthi okay, who's this guy? And he's getting special treatment. Then us, Tina, kudala silapha, and one guy decided he's jumping in. I think I was on my third song actually. I was on my third song. Luckily, I was booked, so I didn't want any conflict. So I decided, you know what, it's fine. I'll take my stuff, and then I'm like, okay, cool. I'm out. But then again, I found out there's this other club, Utsotsome, the cricket player was running also, and I was playing also a Black Impala the Sunday. So that happened on Friday. Now Saturday morning, I receive a SMS from Utsotsome kuba Herman Tukz because they checked to go to back. Okay, fine, where's this guy playing this weekend? Because I was there for a weekend. Now they checked, okay, fine, where's this guy playing? And then they know Amajita, and then Bafaka request ukuthi hey man, don't book this guy, because of music, man, because Abandu, there's a lot of music that's out there. And we find that ukuthi they're playing the same thing. And that's when you end up brainwashing people. That's why you find that Abantu Baninzi, they will make a special request or they're waiting for a certain DJ. They know ukuthi okay, Lonos of piano, and it's gonna be the songs that we have with phones. It was the same songs that we play in our cars. So my thing, Kuti, is that I don't want to play something that that you have. Let me try to introduce you to what you don't have, Payana, as well. And then I got cancelled, Saturday. And then when I got to Black Impala, luckily the MVP guys gave like your Ayas, your Chris Beats. They were like, Dukes, what's happening, man? Because we're getting such messages up, Kutiba, let's not book this guy. And then I explained to them, Kutiba, hey, in fact, this is what happened to me. And then Umjita was like, those guys are youngsters at the end of the day, and they don't really understand what we're trying to push. Because as a resident DJ, and when there's a guest, you shouldn't be jealous of the special treatment at Fumanayo as well. So that's the experience that I got, man.
Imagine that. Imagine
Yeah.
that. Right? Imagine that. No, but shout out for standing your ground also, man. Shout out for standing your ground. And
That's it.
what you about it. Yes. I mean, I make the music, so why shouldn't I play the music, right?
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Let me pass on the mic to Short Chubby Ninja. He's a DJ, he's a producer himself, music lover, likes good vibes. And then he also says he's not his own tweets, which I don't understand. But anyway, Short Chubby Ninja, turn on mic. Okay, so Chubby Ninja just gave me the thumbs down. So I guess right now he is unavailable. But in the meantime, Tukz Mfana, I mean, the music that we've played, unreleased songs. Yes, unreleased songs. Could you share with us a bit more in terms of when are they going to be released, under which stable, and also what is the plan perhaps with the releases, my friend? Thank you.
Okay, so this project that I'm working on that's going to be dropping in August on the 25th, it's called Music and Friends. So with this project, I actually sat down after I did my my album Unspoken. So I was like, fine, I just want to do something different, now with not really my favorite producers, but with the people that I actually feel, man, as well. So it's more like a family thing, like music and friends. And then so that's how I came across with the concept, Yakona. But okay, fine, you know what? But I had to be select. The hardest part was selecting the people that I'm gonna actually work on because there's so many, that they wanted to be part of the project. So I told them, "Good, okay, fine. What I want to do, this is gonna be like a series, So this will be episode one, So it's gonna be something that I'll be doing each and every year, and I'll make sure that okay, every October, every August, that I'll be dropping, a certain episode two, maybe next year, music and friends as well, So, and like I said, it's dropping on the 25th of August, and I'm also looking to push it to do a tour, yakona, because I was on the phone with the guys from Home of DJs, and also with Bones for a launch. So after dropping, I'm gonna be doing a launch. So I just need to try to find out okay, a Josie, some connections there. Maybe I can try to push it that side as well. But I'm hoping and willing to push as much as I can because I've put it so much on this one, man. So much. With that moment, not saying because most producers don't pay as new features, but the moment that you start coughing money, for certain projects, that's when you actually value it the most. So yeah, man, I'm planning to push it as much as I can.
No, shout out, brother. Shout out, shout out. Thank you so much for the response. Looking forward to that. I think yeah, we can do a lot of things, man. We can do a lot of things. I think in Hoodie, okay, I was told not to tell anyone. I don't know how, but it doesn't make sense. I think Masat City, Home of DJ is also going to be available at Hoodie, so that's going
Yep.
to be interesting. That's going to be something lovely. I'm looking forward to that. Looking forward to that indeed, because we can do so much in this space. Honestly,
Yeah.
we can do. Bengitshelwe China ngithi maybe literally we can call up all these guys from Jozi and pack everyone in there, and we're gonna have a ball overnight.
That would be
Definitely,
awesome.
yeah, absolutely, Njam. Okay, let's go back to Chochabi Ninja. Chochabi Ninja, can you keep the mic, bro? As perhaps you can give us your last submissions and your last remarks. That let's start.
Hello, 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 hello.
Before ring, I'm being Sishine up, ne? Sishine up. Um, our guest has requested a song that he literally just said right now. And on this song, he has Utip Sort, which is also is a part of the record label that they own together. Utip Sort 95, amazing man, amazing man. Especially his mastering. Oh, he's crazy. He's crazy. He's always on point. Tukz, bro, before you play the song, could you talk us into it, please? Thank you.
Hey man, it's the song, bro. Actually, I did the song in January. Just after I finished doing my previous project, which is Unspoken, and Udipsod heard a snippet, and then I was like, dude, I would love to jump on this. So it was gonna be just a track that maybe I'll feature maybe on the next album. But then again, I was like, you know what? No, man. Let's push it for Music and Friends because I know also he's busy with his second album that I think is dropping in September. And then the moment that he touched base on it, hey, it's a beautiful song, man. It's titled Talk. So there was just some emotions, man. Sometimes when you box a lot of things inside, and you just don't want to talk about them. So that's me trying to express about talk so that everything is alright at the end of the day.
Oh, lovely, man, lovely. Must be his cat, man. Somehow Phoenix Sounds just pops in right now. Has a much chance. Has a much chance about my mail, but it's fine. It's okay. It's so cool. I actually met that man, Phoenix Sounds, up there in the Gauteng land. Wonderful man, and his music is also amazing. He's doing great stuff with his music. DJ, let's play that song where Tukz alongside Deep Sort 95 has made an absolutely grand up song. We'll all be listening to it for the first time, I guess, today. And okay, you can actually share your thoughts regarding what you think of this tune. The title of it is called Talk. Thank you. Let's do it.
Everything house music, everything house music, propelling sounds with meaning, delivering on emotions that lack feeding, intact your souls have no peeling, everything house music.
Hi, my name is Bongiwe Intofogazi.
Everything house music.
propelling sounds with meaning, delivering on emotions that lack feeding. Intact, your souls have no healing. Everything hides music, casting spells on unheard beings, bringing them to the underground. These grooves are worthy, cause house music is where it's at. Believe me, everything house music.
And you are tuned in to every. you are tuned in to everything happening. Everything house music. Everything Everything house music.
You know when there's song that allows you to open a bottle of wine, yeah, necessary, yeah, like okay, this one I need to sit down and actually have something. Yeah. That song allows you to open the Chenin Blanc, everything with Vule. Amazing song from our guest. Yes, and on the song, he's got Deep Sword. It's called Talk. It's also unreleased. It's coming out quite soon. And shout out, man, to our guest for the music. Shout out to the music. I mean, didn't that sound so nice? The guy Lloyd Pila, the mic first, because I know he likes this kind of tunes also. Lloyd, thoughts in chat?
Zakala, strong. Ah, Zakala, strong. Mm, he's cooking Mr. Heavy Metal. Mr. Heavy Metal is cooking. And Deep Thought is very discreet, yes. Very discreet,
Like
this guy.
very too much.
This guy, he'll just post a clip, yeah, 10 seconds, 20 seconds, like, dude, send us things. He's like, I'm gonna send. And then that's it. You'll never hear from him in the next 3 months.
That's
So
him.
I'm glad that you're working with him. And yeah, that song it's nice, man. It's nice. So how did you get to work with him and finish your song? Ngoba I he's not make sure.
No, and I mean, we co-owned the label together, and he's quite a busy guy. Lamjita, I mean, he's a teacher, man. So in most cases, he'll be Eskela close to because he only goes home the weekends. So you find a good um production. Akasafumana isikhathi sayo that much, but then since I mean we spoke about it like it's been a while since we spoke about this feature because also we wanted to do a joint EP for the label. Okay, but it's like we work together and then we do something as back. I would say like label bosses, if that's a proper word to use, just to try to fuse our sounds together because Utipsot is more Afrotech. So again, like I mean, if it's a feature, and Umjita doesn't really like doing Ama features the most. He prefers doing remixes, instead. But I mean, I don't know how he agreed. Also, I think he heard the snippet and then he really wanted to jump on it on the get go. So that actually made things easier as well on my side.
He's I'm a lucky very discreet, yeah. He's a fox.
Thank you so much, each and every person that's joined us, that is here on Everything House Music. Today's guest is Tukz Ancestral. He's released amazing music over the years and he's gonna continue releasing. He's based down here in the Western Cape. This coming Sunday. Okay, let's start Friday. On Friday is gonna be in Hoodie. Home of DJs. Those guys are cool. If you visit at some point in your life, the Western Cape, and it's a Friday, please come through to Home of DJs, which is in Kulenhof, Stellenbosch. They're quite cool. Just play music and actually broadcast live on YouTube as well as Facebook. So he's gonna be there, and then on Sunday he's gonna be alongside me at Spine Road. So we are cooking some really good things as young men this side of the world. Want to do some last remarks? Yes, let's do some last remarks so that we can let our guest perhaps get some rest. Right? Yeah, maybe take care of the little ones. Just make sure that the home is intact. So I'll start with Upuga. Upuga, Uluska, last remark program regarding to the space. Thank you.
Yo, as in mfana, actually out of words. The last tune, exe Tukz mfana. Ay 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 ay. Imana, edit everything house music imana on the upcoming friends and what ne. O tlo utlwa le
Definitely.
rona re shapa namba mfana ka ye o tla utlwa le wena re tshela thupa re bapale mara beautiful tune my brother,
Thanks, my
beautiful
brother.
tune. That last song, man, like it was a killer nje besishota ngevocal kabungani nje umehlo
Ngabongani
makhulu
ne?
vele vele nje ayigibele mfana iyenze busy nje yabo. But also shout out to Bongani mehlo makhulu, man, shout out to him down there on the listener side. But then nevertheless Tukz mfana ngiyabonga Chita, ngiyabonga my king for blessing us with your presence, for coming through, man, and feeling at home. Yazi mfana uyawuzwa like makhuluma nomuntu, like this person is at home, like we could ask whatever we wanna ask, and like there's no short answers. Like you make our life easier as well, like you make it easier for us to ask questions, you understand, due to like
Thanks.
how you respond, yeah, and we appreciate that from you, my king. And mfana, I say we shall see you next time I'll release a footy, come back, man, and we appreciate your presence, man. God bless in everything that you do, man. Yeah, stay humble, stay blessed, to be grand, and to everyone who's out here. Shout out to also for Phoenix Sounds. But yeah, live right, for you to take care of yourself. Galebo for your sharing the space and coming through and pulling up. Thank you, it means a lot. Galebo. Vox.
Thanks, my brother.
Olanchaka.
Shout out to the show, Chubby Ninja. Thank you so much, brother, for giving us your presence on Everything House Music and being the amazing person that you are. Let's give the mic to Lloyd. Lloyd, no wonder how you today.
Miss LPT.
Yeah, ne.
Miss LP, irakamukho.
Nna le mpatla taba. There's one thing e ke kopileng. One thing. That is all. Buka the DJ, please ne. Ke kopa ho robala ka kgotso today. So amplify. Ba tlo lwana le lona. Guys, please play my song. Thank you.
Miss LP. So ngiyamkhulumela lo ubuka the DJ akekho kuleyo ndima yokusearcha adla.
I know,
Akunakusetha.
ngitholile.
Ungathi uyitholile. Eba specify. Ska ba specific, eba specify. Ska re o ithotse. Ba jwetsa hore o ithotse jwang.
Closing remarks, Batung.
Guys, thank you for the space. It's been absolutely awesome. I'd like to echo the sentiments of the short chubby ninja. The last song that you played, yeah, ish man. I'll go release it, please, 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 please. I can't wait
Ice
till it comes
dropping.
out.
Thanks. The ice gonna drop. It's gonna drop very
Laugh,
soon.
listen, hey. And I'm trying to think what you were trying to do with that song because like I feel like it accommodates a different variety of people. So like your
Yeah.
deep house people, for me now, I'm an Afro house, head. I feel like I was in there as well. I was bumping, I was going crazy. And I'm going to be very honest with you because at the time I didn't realize it wasn't released. So there I go. Ngifuna nama unshazamables. So I cannot wait until it's released. I think, yeah, as soon as it is, please let us know. I'll be the first to go and search for it. Thank you, thank you, thank
Thanks.
you.
Thanks, Miss LP, man.
Shout out to Miss LP. Miss LP is a DJ herself. So if you're in the space and you're looking for a DJ for Rinkware Yako, for 21st Yako, no more than 50 for the DJ, Miss LP is the person to come and play at your party or event. And she doesn't charge that much. Like literally. Like she just starts at 10K, and I think that's okay. But thank you so much for Miss Albi for joining us. She's also an MC. So if you need an MC for your event, please, please come this way. Come this way. I'm also a part-time manager for these things. So yeah, Tukz Ancestral, as you've heard from the team itself, so what we do on the space is you give your last remarks. And your last remarks, I think from your side as a guest, please stretch them, Mfana, stretch them regarding perhaps where can people find you in terms of your socials or music, where you're playing next. Yes, I've mentioned the Mood and the Spine Road on Sunday, but what are the other plans perhaps for the rest of the year that we as your fans can look forward to? Thank you.
Okay, thanks, man. I just want to start by saying, man, thanks to you guys for the platform and for having me, hosting me on the space here. Uh, as much that I was so nervous, yeah, if you're Kumbula earlier on, I'm like, yo, Foxman, I am so nervous because when it comes to interviews, sometimes you don't know what to say and you don't know the questions that are gonna come up. But I'm guessing that's the whole thing that makes it so exciting. Just sharing or not scripting things. But there's gonna be a lot of music. That's I think there's gonna be the last project for the year that I'm working on, and then definitely I have some features also. I think there's so far I think I have like about two, I think three, yeah, three features so far. That also gonna be dropping later through the year, featuring French Boss on this EP, and also I'll be featuring Utagali also in his EP, and I think the last person it's and I think it's Snap. Oh, Push Guy. Yep, Push Guy as well. So yeah, man, there's gonna be a lot of music, man, that I'm gonna be dropping in the next coming years, and also hopefully bookings also gonna start pulling through because this music thing sometimes you don't see my royalties, and I think the more that you put your music out there, I think, and the people that get to know you, and also your sound as well, I think that's what we're looking at about my bookings, as well. So yeah, man, from my side, it's gonna be just music, nothing much. Hopefully, I'll be able to host. Also, yes, I think we're gonna be doing a launch as well, an event actually for the label this year as well, because the last one that we did was in 2021. So I think this year also we're gonna be trying to push more events on the label side, so that we can at least just also book the guys as well that are gonna be part of a compilation, because every year we drop a compilation. That's how we close the year. So we dropped volume 3 last year of Teddy Cruz. So we're gonna be dropping volume 4. And also Malefius, which is run by Uloni D, is also going to be dropping on Teddy Grooves this year, and we also support him when it comes to doing Ama launch. So we try as much good about whatever artist is featured, we bring them to the side as well. Yeah, we weren't able to bring everyone, but at least we try, man. We try just just to get out from Lindawa Kuyo, and also just to that thing about this music thing. It's ayizophelela kwalapha yabo. There's a lot of people out there, that are actually appreciating the type of music that you are doing, man. Thank you.
Nah, shout out, forget. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much for making your time out to come to Everything House Music. Thank you so much for gracing us on this platform, on this young platform, which turns 2 years in the next couple of weeks. Yeah, we turned 2 years. Imagine that. We turned 2 years, I think, in the next 6 weeks or so. So we need a party for that. Definitely need a party for that. We've been so patient with this thing. We have. Yeah, we definitely have. But thank you so much, each and every person also. Tukz, as I said, please check out his music. Check out his
Oh
music
yeah.
on
Oh, sorry, Voxman, man. I forgot. Oh yeah. I'm also available on socials. Sorry, I didn't mention that part. Okay, well, I'm not gonna mention this part because everyone is here on Twitter. Instagram is Tukz Ancestral and Tukz_Ancestral. On Facebook, it's Tukz Ancestral. TikTok, Tukz Ancestral as well. So basically, it's just Tukz Ancestral. Thanks, man.
kulungile mfowethu nangu umehlo makhulu la unaye Vox so angakupha yona ukuthi igibele any songs. So shout out to each and every person. Thank you so much. Catch us is on Friday on Deep House Space, which with another stellar lineup of amazing producers, young, famous. There's no China this coming weekend. We have young ones. We've got Empower, up and coming, super exciting ones like Young Molds. Yeah, I think Young Mold is super talented. That man. So thank you so much. If you missed the conversation, perhaps when it started, you can always revisit it when I close the space, or go to my YouTube channel where I will upload the interview itself. When you go to YouTube, type in Voxman, same bucket hat, same red one. And you change it for the meantime. But thank you so much, each and every person. Thank you for joining us. We're gonna close off with another song from our guest as we say goodbye to Everything House Music for this evening. Sibongile kakhulu. Stay blessed as always, and of course, as long as we here, please never listen to bad music, because we only play nice, absolutely good music. Thank you, Siabong, and keep all and keep safe. DJ, oh, Father Love Indian.
Everything house music, propelling sounds with meaning, delivering on emotions that lack feeding. Intact, your souls have no peeling. Everything house music, casting spells on unlearned beings, bringing them to the underground. Those are grooves that are worthy. House music is where it's at, believe me. Everything house music.
This is Sabrina Child, and you are tuned in to Everything House Music.
Good night, everyone. Thank you so much. Keep on, stay blessed. Yeah, and keep on loving. Yes, please. Thank you. It's been grand. It's been amazing. Please, cheers. See you again next time on Everything House Music. Yizo, sibongile. Cool.